This is the WEN Quiet 6800-watt dual-fuel RV-ready electric start portable inverter generator. Right away, the look and feel of this thing stand out. It's actually pretty compact for a machine that claims as much power as it does. The main color is orange, with black panels and detailing all around, super recognizable, and easy to spot if you've got a few tools or machines around. It feels sturdy when you touch it, almost like a small suitcase on wheels. There's a big telescoping handle in the front, just like your airport luggage, so moving it around your garage or campsite isn't a hassle. I notice it has these two side panels you can pop off easily to get to the oil reservoir or battery. Makes maintenance a lot less intimidating for someone new to generators. To be totally honest, when this first showed up, I felt a little daunted. Generators can seem complicated, especially for someone like me who's not an electrician. But as soon as I started unpacking and setting this up, I saw that WEN really tried to make things user-friendly. Clear quick connect hoses, an easy-to-follow manual, plus all the switches and buttons are labeled in plain English. Before using, there's no oil in the engine, so you do have to add your own. It sounds like a basic thing, but if you've never filled a small engine with oil, it's good to know you just twist off the side panel, unscrew the cap, and pour it in. From my experience, this generator strikes a nice balance between portability and serious power. It's just under 108 pounds, but I could roll it around my driveway with no problem because of the big wheels in that handle. For actual use, I tried it out both on gasoline and on propane. The dual fuel feature lets you choose between the two, and switching is simple. Just flip the fuel selector. Gasoline is pretty straightforward, and the connection for propane is about as easy as screwing on a grill tank. No tools required, which made me feel confident, even though I'm no pro. One thing that really stuck out, it cranked up easily thanks to the electric start. There's also a backup pull cord, so you're not out of luck if the battery dies. For anyone who's new to generators, let me break down some of the key features that impressed me most. This is an inverter generator, which basically means it makes clean electricity, so you can safely plug in sensitive electronics without worrying about frying your gear. The DF680iX goes up to 6,800 starting watts on gasoline, which is that extra boost you need to get big appliances like fridges or power tools up and running, and a running wattage of 5,100. When you use propane, it's a bit less power, but still very solid. Clean and steady power is a huge plus if you're camping with laptops or using it for emergency backup at home. The noise level is impressive as well. On Eco mode, which automatically lowers power when there's less load, this machine is quieter than the old portable generator I borrowed last summer. WEN says 64 decibels, kind of like normal conversation volume. When I ran it behind my garage, I could barely hear it inside the house. That's important for me, because I wouldn't want to bother my neighbors or keep my family up during a power outage. A legit safety feature that I care about, especially if you use this near your house or RV, is the co-watchdog. This built-in sensor will shut the engine off if it detects carbon monoxide building up, basically a lifesaver if there are kids or pets around. There's also a fuel shutoff switch that lets you burn off whatever's left in the carburetor before storage. This helps keep gunk from forming inside, saving you headaches and possible repairs down the line. I appreciate the control panel setup. You get all the typical plugs, regular household outlets, a big 120-volt to 240-volt twist lock for connecting to a transfer switch, a 30-amp outlet for RVs, a 12-volt DC outlet, and some USB ports. There's even a grounding nut right on the front, so if you're setting up for outdoor work, you can ground the generator properly. I found the voltage selector easy to access, which makes it simpler and safer to match what you're plugging in. Now let me talk about what I genuinely like best about this generator. First thing for me, peace of mind. I feel safe leaving the unit running overnight because of the quiet operation and the co-safety shutdown. The dual fuel capacity makes me feel in control, especially if gasoline is running low, but I have a spare propane tank lying around. Using it for RV trips or hurricane prep feels realistic, no stress about fuel. Second, it's the flexibility. There are enough outlets and plug types that I can use it for pretty much any scenario I'd run into. Charging an EV at low power, jump-starting the sump pump, or even just running a few lights for outdoor gatherings, all doable. The quick electric start makes it much more approachable, instead of struggling with a pull cord every time. Maintenance is also less of a headache, since the parts are user-accessible, and WEN includes clear instructions. However, there are some things that caught me off guard, or that may bug some people. When I first tried to get it going, I didn't realize it's shipped with no oil at all, and only later read that it often needs a little extra after the first run. It would be nice if that was a bit more obvious in the packaging, or if they tossed in a starter bottle of oil. Another thing, the spark plug cap was slightly loose when it arrived. I read later that a few others had similar issues, probably from shipping, and I had to push the cap down to get a solid connection. That's a quick fix, but it can be annoying if you're not expecting it, or if you think the unit's broken right out of the box. Runtime could be better. At about 6 hours on half a tank of gasoline, it's good for overnight use, but you'd need to refuel if you were powering a lot for a long stretch. You get a bit longer on propane, but for some users that are off-grid, a bigger gas tank would be nice. I wish there was a remote start option. While the electric button is easy, not being able to start it from across the yard or from inside the house limits convenience a bit, especially if you're relying on it for emergencies. In conclusion, from my experience, the WEN 6800W dual-fuel RV-ready electric start portable inverter generator is a pretty solid pick if you need portable, powerful backup power, but don't want the stress and noise of a traditional generator. It's perfect for campers, RV owners, anyone prepping for storm season, or just people that want to protect expensive electronics during an outage. The minor hassles, like adding oil and checking the spark plug, are balanced out by all the features and peace of mind it brings. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants flexibility, honest power output, and straightforward safety. Quick review. You get strong, clean power in a compact, well-thought-out package. You can view detailed information about the WEN 6800W dual-fuel RV-ready electric start portable inverter generator in the comments section. Thank you for watching.